I'm CEOFoxtrot, and right now I'm at the dock in Annesberg, and today we're going to go on a journey that's not usually done very often in Red Dead Online. Today, we're going to explore everything that's worth seeing on the Lanahatchee River as I deliver this steamboat full of supplies from Annesberg all the way down to Thieves Landing. And let's start by looking right behind us from this very dock right over there. First, let me show you where I am on the map. Here you'll find this abandoned wrecked steamboat, which is beached here in Annesberg. And what's really cool about this particular boat is you can actually drive this style of boat in the game. Shipwrecks are definitely some of the coolest things you'll see on the water. But let's get going. Alright, here we're traveling a little further north, about as far as you can go, where you can find this other partial shipwreck. And by the way, you won't find any roads that come out this way. And yet, you could see that these places are still worth exploring. Here's where it is on the map. Now, I'm not going to leave that collectible behind. When you guys come out to places like this, don't just grab the collectible and run. Take a look around, craft a cup of coffee, or at least take yourself a little swim. And if you want to see how far north you can go beyond this point and what happens, check out my video All Boat Sink Zones full map, which I'll leave in the description below. Okay, let's head back through Annesberg to our next stop, which is Van Horn. And let's keep in mind that we're ultimately trying to get these supplies down to Thieves Landing. Alright, we're pulling into Van Horn docks, where I'll show you a couple of things here really quick before we move on. Now here we have another really cool shipwreck, which is actually one of my favorites because it looks like someone just parked this ship here and left it. Uh-oh, welcome to Van Horn. I guess they don't take too kind to people who explore abandoned ships around here. Let me pull up the mini-map to see where these guys are at. Anyway, here's where we are on the map. There's a couple of more things that I want to show you before we get out of here. If you come over to this houseboat, you could sit and relax and think about what happened after a shootout. And let's go over here real quick. Here we got an even cooler, fully furnished houseboat. And unfortunately, you aren't even able to sit on this houseboat, which is a little odd. Hint hint, Rockstar, make these interiors a little more interactive for us, because this would be a really great place to hang out with a posse. Alright, let's get going. And of course we got the iconic Van Horn Lighthouse. While we're enjoying our ride to the next location, I should mention that I'll also be showing you where and why you can't take these steamboats on some of the lakes, rivers, and swamps that are more inland on the map, which I've personally always wondered about. And you guys have asked me in the comments, can you fish off of these steamboats? And the answer is no. But I believe that you may be able to fish from rowboats and canoes as long as you're standing up and facing directly to the left or right of the boat. Okay, let's make a quick stop here. We're stopped at this abandoned dock just east of Blue Water Marsh. And if you look directly across the river from this location, you could see Sisika Penitentiary, which is a maximum security prison which was only accessible in Red Dead Redemption story mode. Now there is a way to access this prison island online by activating a certain bounty hunter mission which can glitch you across the river without you blowing up or sinking. I would have taken you there in this video, but there's really not much to see other than a few guards, prisoners, and a couple of cannons, but that's about it. Alright, let's go right over here. Now these train tracks are one of the barriers that I mentioned that keep you from taking a steamboat further inland. Here you can see our location, and we're not able to access these Blue Water Marsh wetlands. Okay, let's continue to St. Denis. Okay, I want to stop here in St. Denis for a second to show you guys something from the St. Denis docks. It's not really a big deal, but if you guys know me and my video content, those are usually the best things to see. So just hang in there with me. What's up with the bread and the big pot of crawfish? Hint hint, Rockstar. If you're watching, let us grab some of this stuff. Now if you come over here behind these tents, you'll find this crafting campfire. But what's special about this campfire is that if you look across the river with your binoculars, you could see the very lavish Grand Corrigan gambling riverboat of St. Denis. The riverboat is not accessible to players online and was only accessible through events in story mode. And you could see that it's actually displayed on the map online. So hopefully there could be plans for this riverboat in the future of Red Dead Online. Well, since I'm here, I might as well have a quick cup of coffee before we continue on. I'm going to make one more quick stop in St. Denis to check on another one of my collectible spots. And there she is. I'm not sure if you guys want me to hurry up and get these boat supplies to Thieves Landing, but this is how I actually play the game. You guys let me know in the comments if you're feeling this type of gameplay or not, to let me know if I'm wasting my time making this type of video. And I know some of you are saying, hey, he's on a riverboat. But this is more like a small ferry compared to the Grand Corrigan riverboat. Alright, let me grab this tarot card and we'll get out of here. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to grab yourself one of these steamboats or any boat from one single location in St. Denis, check out my best steamboat location video, which I'll leave in the description below. Alright, here's another train track crossing barrier that prevents us from taking a steamboat further inland from this location. This is the mouth of the Kamasa River that leads up through Bayou NWA, Blue Water Marsh, and La Grasse. And we got a very interesting collectible on this little island over here. So let's go see what that's about. Sorry, fella. Now this is a really cool Easter egg to see from the water. I'm sure most of you have likely already stumbled upon this boat stuck up in this tree. But the question is, how did it get up there? My guess is that the boat has been there so long that it simply grew into the tree. Especially since you can often find aged pirate rum on this box at the base of the tree. Here we're pulling up on the Braithwaite Manor property, which has 2 boat docks on the property. Let's pull up to this first service dock for a second. Here, I want to show you that you could take a boat anywhere you want on Flatiron Lake north of this dock without sinking, as long as you don't go south of this dock into the Lanahatchee River. And here's the second Braithwaite Boathouse dock. Here it is on the map. I just need to check these collectible locations. Let's go grab those. And it looks like another one in this gazebo. Let's keep going. These are the islands across from Braithwaite Manor out on Flatiron Lake. And here we got the most popular shipwreck in Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's take a look. We're here at the very southern edge of New Hanover at a cool little fishing shack called Gill Landing, which I think is a cool place on the water worth taking a look at. Here's where we are on the map. Now this is one of the coolest houses on the water to roleplay with in the game. It's about the closest you're going to come to a beach house in Red Dead Online. Usually when I'm wearing this outfit, I'm spending most of my time here. Now this is the mouth of the Dakota River, and this bridge is Bard's Crossing, which connects West Elizabeth with New Hanover. And you can see that there's no barrier here that can prevent you from taking a steamboat up the Dakota River towards the backside of Valentine. And if you don't want to try it yourself, I'll take you as far as you can go in my video Steamboat versus Valentine, which I'll leave in the description below. And here we are at the mouth of the Upper Montana River. And just like the Dakota River, there's no barrier here to keep you from taking a steamboat up towards the backside of the town of Strawberry. Again, you could ride with me to see how far you can possibly make it up the Upper Montana River, unless of course you're willing to try it for yourself. I'll leave a link in the description below. Now we're going through Blackwater, and ironically, there's not too much to see here, so we'll just keep going. We can get a nice little look at Quaker's Cove. Here we have another bridge barrier on the water just between Quaker's Cove and Thieves Landing that blocks us from being able to take a steamboat up the lower Montana River towards the Aurora Basin and tall trees. We finally got the supplies to Thieves Landing, guys. Just give me a quick second while I show off my docking skills. Alright, here we are at Thieves Landing on the map. And of course, if you want to ride along with me as far as you can go beyond Thieves Landing, I'll also leave my video Steamboat vs. Waterfall linked in the description below. Now let me let these guys know that their supplies have arrived. Now I have an entire series of Steamboat adventure videos that I created when I first started doing Red Dead Online videos on my channel a few months back. The videos haven't been seen by very many people because I think I had less than 100 subscribers at the time. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check them out. And you could also leave a like and let me know what you think in the comments.